With the third pick in the 2018 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Luka Doncic from Ljubljana, Slovenia, and Real Madrid.
In case you hadn't heard the name Luka Doncic before, you've definitely heard it now. The young phenom, nicknamed Boy Wonder, was fresh off of a Euroleague championship and a Finals MVP before he got drafted 3rd overall by the Dallas Mavericks in the 2018 NBA Draft. There has been a lot of intrigue on how Luka's game would translate to the NBA because no one really saw him in Europe. People wondered if he would have the requisite athleticism and skill to even succeed in the NBA. Through the first quarter of the season, I've broken down some tape on Luka's overall game to see just exactly how he's been able to dominate the NBA as a rookie, putting up averages of 19 points and 6 assists on pretty efficient shooting. With all that being said, here is my in-depth scouting report on Luka Doncic. The first way that he's been able to make immediate success in the NBA is because of his ability to shoot the three. Most young players aren't great shooters when they enter the league, but Luka's experience in the Euroleague almost made him have to be a great shooter from a young age. You can see right away that Luka has a picture-perfect form and he shoots the ball pretty effortlessly. He's comfortable in the catch and shoot, the off the dribble three, the transition three, and even when he has to create his own shot. You can see in these highlights that he has a quick trigger, and because he stands at 6'7", he's able to get his shot off against most players that normally would be guarding him. When I watched the highlights at first glance, it always seemed like Luka was so close to getting his shot blocked on these jumpers, mainly because he doesn't really get that high off the ground when he's shooting. But again, that quick release makes sure that this rarely happens. I've also noticed that one of Luka's signature moves is to hit his defender with a fake drive and a step back into a three. This usually happens at the top of the key, and this is a pretty tough shot, so it's impressive to see him knocking this down. The next translatable skill that Luka has is his passing vision. The first type of pass that he's already great at is hitting his perimeter shooters. Luka uses his size to probe around the pick and roll and through the defense, keep the defender on his hip, and use his height to hit weak side shooters consistently. Now, the weak side cross-court pass is one of the biggest sins in basketball because it gives the defense more time to recover. However, if you have a guy who can make this pass on time and on target, like LeBron James or James Harden, it really causes the defense a lot of problems. Luka is great at rifling this pass. As soon as he sees an opening, he's able to predict the rotations and he avoids over-penetrating and getting himself in trouble. The next pass he's great at is when he's working with his big man, who in this case would be DeAndre Jordan. Now, DeAndre has been really lucky with the arrival of Luka because he's been diming him up in all different kinds of ways, including lobs, dump-offs, and shovel passes. I've been really impressed with his vision so far throughout the season. Honestly, I'm always a sucker for any player who can see the court well and can make difficult passes, and to me, Luka has a chance to be the league leader in assists one day. The next thing that I've noticed about his game is his craftiness. Ever heard that a player was really crafty and never really knew what that meant? Look no further than Luka Doncic. From first glance, anyone can tell that he isn't the most athletic or explosive player, so there has to be some other reason why he's gotten all the way to the NBA level. To put it simple, Luka is an incredibly smart player. He makes winning plays that rely more on his mind than his athleticism. He seems to always be in the right spots and he knows what exactly he wants to do on the court. This level of comfort is rare in rookies, and this is probably what surprised me the most about his game. Luka uses his body to bump off defenders and shoot soft floaters that don't look like your typical NBA player. His touch around the rim is great, and that's how he gets most of his paint points. He even had the poise to pull off this nasty fake on Gobert, which completely turned him around. What other kind of rookies are doing this? Lastly, you may be thinking, why not just put a smaller guy on him who's quicker and can beat him to spots? Well, the answer to that is his post game. There's been many sequences this year where coaches have put point guards or two guards on Luka, and he's simply taken them down low to the torture chamber and either shot right over them or gone straight to the basket. Unlike some other European players who come into the league, he's not afraid of contact, and you can tell he's really confident when attacking the rim. So there it is. That is my offensive breakdown on Luka Doncic's surprising start to this NBA season. Comment down below if there's any other players you'd like to see a breakdown of, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below.